Hey, everyone. It is, that's right, CRTV OGs, right? I'm allowed to call us that now. Doug was concerned that I was calling everybody old. But we're the OGs, right? Your original hosts from CRTV. And we are here once again in the pumpkin patch at Constellation's Connected Enterprise 2024, reporting on day one highlights. Doug, what was your favorite thing today?
I got to go with Cassie Korsakoff's keynote on AI. I think she made us think about it in different ways, primarily saying it's not a tool for decision support. It's a product of decision support.
Ooh.
Meaning humans make decisions about what AI does. What is it made for? What data is the AI trained on? And what tests is the AI required to pass? So I think her big takeaway was demystifying AI and saying that, human frailties are built into AI and we have to be aware of them.
Like that.
That was a good point.
I like that. Holger?
No, certainly great keynote, whatever we call this. I don't like the decision support thing because DSS, remember that, Doug? Decision support systems, right? That is so last century. As in, agents have to make decisions, obviously, but I think it needs to have a 2025 upgrade from that terminology. We had great panels all across the board, from Web 3.0 startup pitches to cybersecurity on the legislative side and what can go wrong. I had a panel on the working AI projects happening earlier. What did I miss?
Well, our old friend Esteban Kolsky had a great panel on
really
what's
good
next
session
after Gen AI, and Barney Pell, our old friend Bert Wall, Denise Holt of AI Global Media, and one of the things they talked about was active inference AI. Look it up. It's going to be interesting.
I think that's funny because, like, the connection today, as much as we joked about not wanting to talk about AI, because I think we're all kind of AI'd out for 2024, was that the reality here was it was, yes, about the decision support. It wasn't about the decision support, but it was about the velocity. And I think we tend to talk about that at Constellation a lot, that it's not just about the fact that you're making the decision, you're making the decision faster, and potentially you're automating that decision once you've reinforced that it was the right decision to have been made. So I think the combination of today is definitely talking about the rightness of the decision. What Ray always talks about is, when does that human come into that conversation? I would argue that a lot of what we heard about today is about that human in the loop, that decision making has to happen at the point of strategy, not at the point of, I've already put everything into the algorithm, I've already stuck all the data in there. Oh my gosh, it's making decisions. What do I do? The helplessness of the conversation of earlier days has to be gone.
But please don't pull me in the loop all the time.
Yeah.
I haven't figured out, do it by yourself, right? There's people talking about the human on the loop, by the loop, next to the loop,
over the loop.
Just do the things which work correctly by yourself and tell me when you need supervision via AI.
Yeah.
That's all we're asking for.
Well, I think we're asking for a lot too, right? Because we also want the AI to self-correct itself, figure out its right data. There's a lot of stuff we want to do. I think the really interesting part is that we also seem to want humans to try to regulate something that humans don't quite understand yet, which I thought was also very interesting from some of the regulatory conversations.
And what could go wrong?
What could possibly go wrong?
Like the European from Switzerland should be named, right? That regulation strangling AI in Europe, which I totally support, by the way. And I'm named. Right? So,
And Cassie K was making the point, trust the AI system that's made a bunch of mistakes more than the one that's been flawless, because you'll have built a safety net around the one that's made mistakes.
Because human laziness will not put it in the one that's always been right. Why should we do this? It's like almost like CrowdStrike, right?
Stop!
This new release software testing system.
What could go wrong?
It went right 3 times. Why would it break the 4th time?
Why update the cert? I think it was also interesting to end the day with a keynote from Guy Kawasaki.
Absolutely.
I think I get the inside track on Guy Kawasaki's conversations because, at his heart, at his core, that man is a marketer. He is always going to be thinking about customer. He's always going to be thinking about brand and the impact of that. And I think what was so interesting in his conversation was that it was about asking more questions and being really uncomfortable and being okay with being uncomfortable, which I think is we're talking about AI. We have to admit the fact that we a lot of times don't necessarily know what we're doing when it comes to things like generative. So how do we actually eliminate some of the bravado of, oh, of course I know what we're going to do there. We put all these guardrails into our company. How do we actually start saying, hey, listen, sometimes, we cook our own dog food. The dog food doesn't taste too great.
So just go and see your customer, go and be your customer.
Right. I thought the comment about the straw was brilliant. Like actually feel what it feels like to have asthma. Wow. Congratulations. That's different than asking AI. Exactly. Eat your food and then go recook it. But that's day one. Drinking from the fire hose yet again, because I think if we're the tradition in the pumpkin patch, I feel like drinking from the fire hose has been the tradition for 14 years of CCE now? Is that what we're at?
But the pumpkin patch has been augmented, upgraded.
This pumpkin patch has
a bench in the
not one but two scarecrows.
We have multiple scarecrows. We've got multiple types of pumpkins. We got, and we got Hannah here filming us in the pumpkin patch. They have gone absolutely bonkers. Yes. They finally turned the AC on, so we're super stoked about that. Listen, day 2, well, clearly coming up tomorrow, but you're actually going to hear from Larry Dignan and Martin Schneider on their thoughts around day 2. You'll probably hear from us too. And I do have to say, there's a runaway golf cart going by us right now. It's just randomly going down.
It's robotic.
It's an AI-powered golfer. Yeah. It is picking up steam. It's going faster, folks.
It's getting away from him.
Oh boy, there it goes.
It's the Waymo golf cart.
It's the Waymo golf cart. It's the Tesla of golf carts. You saw it here first, everyone. Automation at its
golf club signed the waiver?
I hope so. I hope someone signed the waiver for that. Well, we've officially now seen it all here at the Ritz-Carlton Half Moon Bay. Stay tuned tomorrow for the summary from our colleagues and, of course, more thoughts from us, because can you really stop us?
No.
Unstoppable. Unstoppable OGs. Unstoppable OGs. That's our new T-shirt. Look for it on the site.